What up, database? Topless time again. Today we're going to be going over what I consider to be the top 7 worst TV characters. Now, I will admit, this one was a tough one to make. With so many good characters, I really couldn't think of too many bad ones. I really had to think hard through this. So, anyhow, without further ado, let's begin. Number 7, John from Amish Mafia. And now let me clarify something here. Any kind of TV show counts. Well, reality counts too. Now, despite being real or fake, I don't know which. Either way, I don't care. But anyhow, watching all the different characters on Amish Mafia, John left the worst taste in my mouth. The two words that describe this person is greedy and dishonest. John gets himself into situations that ended up getting, a lot of times, getting him in trouble with Levi or someone else. He left, been dishonest with him, and went to work for Merlin for a short period of time. And he's always trying to get his sister, and his sister, Esther, always has to sometimes basically lie to protect him, hide him, do whatever. But honestly, other words saying that the biggest thing is that he is just an overgrown child. And that's his personality really left pretty much the worst taste in my mouth. Now, his sister is flawed, but she's hardly flawed compared to him. Okay, number 6, DW from Arthur. Anyone who's been watching the show who watched the show for years kind of gets to the point that she's been acting like a brat, and in total time she's been acting like a brat for nearly 20 years. And yet she don't age really at all or anything like that. Now I have something to confess. I find watching people sometimes getting scolded at by their parents or getting in trouble or just trying to basically do something they're not supposed to. If I'm just watching them from a distance and an authorities trying to, whatever, trying to, prevent him. I actually find that entertaining to a certain point. And admittedly, DW can be some of that, but in all honesty, watching the same person doing the same thing for years and years, it gets old for that particular person. And so all I'll say is that actually not much else to say. Let's move on. Number 5, Angelica from Rugrats. Now, here's an interesting fact. This is the only reason my mom did not want me or my sister watching Rugrats when we were little kids. But we watched it anyway. But in all true honestliness, this girl is the biggest brat ever. She lies. She steals sweets and blames it on other people. She bullies. She doesn't just bully the babies. She bullies her mom and dad. She bullies Stu and Dee Dee, I think her name is. I have not seen the show for many years. And literally and yet there are times where she does get punished for her actions, but a lot of times I think she gets away with way too much. But in all honesty, Rugrats is a good show. Oh, but she left pretty much the worst taste in everyone's mouth. Number 4, Sally Draper from Mad Men. And speaking of brats, this younger girl has, in a way, she mostly serves no purpose to the show whatsoever. When her parents are not being bad to her, or she's either sneak smoking with or without their knowledge. And she's horrible to her parents. And yet and believe it or not, she actually got sent home from a sleepover early from touching herself inappropriately. But anyhow, she is just a bundle of blech who just really had no purpose to the show whatsoever. Number 3, Dana Brody, Homeland. Ugh. If there's 2 words that this is just moody and completely negative about everything. Now, what we can all say is that, her dad's a freaking terrorist. Her mom is kind of oblivious and everything in the world just sucks. Come on. In a way, we've all been that way before, but at least most of us have been like that, but she is probably the most annoying way possible. It's just that the most of us get sick of her attitude to nearly 2 minutes in, and due to her attitude. So it's like, so anyhow, that's all I can say. Let's move on. Number 2, Peter Griffin in Family Guy. Now I know some people may get pissed off saying, why is he on this list? Well, for more reasons than one. That being that, for one, while he can be somewhat enjoyable to watch at times, he's mostly very psychopathic. He beats his children, he beats his wife, he beats his friends. He shot Quagmire one time, and pretty much on purpose, and pretty much had almost no remorse for it. Alright, so anyhow, that's enough said about Peter. Let's move on. And number 1, Ralph Cifaretto from The Sopranos. Again, he makes number 1. Man, and the reason is, I hate Ralph Cifaretto. I hate him. This guy is probably the worst character on The Sopranos, if not in all of TV. Alright, so for one, he's annoying, he pisses off Tony way too much. He killed a pregnant lover. He set a stable fire, killing Tony's horse, and then finally, I was glad when Tony finally strangled the life out of him and threw him in the water. water. Then again, I've gone on about Ralph before, so I'll leave it at that. Well, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.